Stephen A.
Yeah, Stephen A.
was in the news this week. He was on the Pivot podcast this past week, and he addressed a couple of issues people have been discussing recently, namely his beef with LeBron.
You know, you bring up LeBron. You ever see LeBron go at a white boy? It's called what it is. You ever see him do that? You saw him come at me. Closest you ever came to seeing him do something like that was when he called out Brian Windhorst. What you calling out Brian Windhorst for? The man covered you since junior high school and has praised you repeatedly. And you used the Pat McAfee situation to go at him. You understand? And that's the only time you ever seen LeBron James, really go at somebody white. I'm gonna call it what it is. So we understand each other. I understand a lot more. And I'll tell you, I'll divulge to my boy and his boy right here, when I did my monologue for 17 and a half, 18 minutes, the day after he decided to go on Pat McAfee's show, all right? And I said what I said and meant every syllable of what I said. Immediately after, I was informed that we won't be hearing more from him about me. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Because I got receipts. Anytime, any place, anywhere. It's not just him. I pride myself on being a fair-minded individual, being professional, but I'm also a proud black man. And I know not only what I've done, what I've tried to do for black men in our industry, black men in the world of sports, covering stuff the way that I do. I might have to call you out sometimes, but you know why I'm calling you out? Because there's a whole bunch of other black people I got to look out for, and they can't make the same errors you just made. Because if they did, it would ruin their life. You're ultra talented, so you could get away with it. So I could talk about how wrong you are, but I need to use you as that example because I got a bigger vision. And the bigger vision is to make sure to shield cats from making those same kind of mistakes that will end their careers. You don't have to worry about that because you're too talented and gifted, and you've already achieved so much that you don't have to worry about that. But do they look at it that way? Do they look at the big picture? No. Why? Because they want to hate on you.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
The more he talks, like you were already kind of iffy on him on first take, but the more he actually talks, you dislike him.
Man, listen. Did he not say he doesn't go after the white boys? Did he not say that?
I didn't hear him say that.
What did he say? I thought I heard him say.
He said LeBron doesn't go after the white guys.
He said LeBron doesn't go after, but you named Brian Windhorst and
that was it.
No, he named two white guys.
He said he was on the Pat McAfee show. I saw that. Stephen A. to me, he doesn't do it for me. Like I'm not a fan of his and stuff like that. And anything that you say, if you're willing to say it on camera, you should be willing to say it in somebody's face.
You get loud and all in your feelings about Braun. When Braun, he talking to a black billionaire, but when you talking to a white billionaire, you humble. And you come back on your show talking real respectful, mild manner, man. Hey, bro, listen, bro. And you dogging the black women. Let's stay out of politics and stick to talking about sports you never played. All right? Just stick to doing that, bro. We not gonna vote for you if you talk. I heard you talking about running. You don't do that, bro. We not gonna vote for you.
Stephen A. is propping himself up, trying to get people behind him. Ever since his pastor and a few other people say, "Hey, you should run for office," he's sitting here trying to put his nose into the political scene. That's why he rubbing elbows with the likes of Tucker Carlson and all. He goes on Fox shows and he
wrong person to be rubbing elbows.
And then he go to Stephanopoulos. And he mentioned, ever since he mentioned talking about people talking about him, it should be running for office. He been talking. My thing I don't like about what he's doing is you're going after Jasmine Crockett, which she's the only person that I see. Her at ALC and Bernie Sanders is the only three people I see visibly in the Democratic Party that's out here making noise.
Aren't you there to find a way to get stuff done as opposed to just being an impediment to what Trump wants? How much work goes into that? I'm just going to go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory, incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't work. Work is saying that's the man in power. I know what his agenda is. I'm not exactly in a position to stop him, but maybe if I'm willing to work with this man, I might get something out of it for my constituency. Because she's supposed to be there to represent the people of Texas.
Jasmine Crockett is one of the smartest black women in Congress. And the fact that you sitting here taking your platform trying to chastise a black woman for doing what she is voted for doing, and that is to protect her constituents and people alike. And the fact that you're sitting here talking about, oh, you should be make nice with Donald Trump, like, yo, that he's out of pocket. Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, you get on your show, then you're pandering. I don't like the fact that you're pandering. And what I see what he's doing is he's trying to position himself to transition, because I believe after his contract, yeah, he transitioned himself to politics. So that's why he's pandering both sides, because he's like, I'm an independent. So you'll hear him at times speak up supposedly against Donald Trump, and then you hear him other times talk against the Democrats and stuff like that. So I think he's doing too much, personally.
You got to know how to talk to white folk. Jasmine Crockett, how dare you? You got to be nice to white folk. They don't like all that aggressive Negro antics. See the way I talk to white folk? I talk to them real good. I don't want to get daddy mad now. The President of the United States, he run a good country for us. Look at us, we's free, we eat food, we get to dance, we get TikTok, we can do Instagram. That's a good man.
No, I agree with you. I think he's trying too hard to please everybody. That's like, he's trying to be one of them people that sit in the middle.
Like Snoop. We'll get to him later.
Yeah. Yeah, Stephen A. And first of all, it was just weird how he brought up LeBron out the blue. I don't think did they necessarily ask.
I agree to say they got beef or something.
No, it's
They
clicks.
kind of do.
Yes, yeah, because
LeBron confronted him.
Yeah,
at
he
the Laker
confronted him
game.
at a Laker game because he talked about his son last year.
Okay, yes, I remember that. I think
So
I remember.
but the problem is that's almost a year ago and you still bringing it up. Nobody's even talking about it. So the fact that you bringing LeBron out of your name, out of your mouth, that's telling me he's trying to pivot once again to the NBA season about to get ready to start again. This is probably maybe LeBron's last year. Don't know, to be continued. And
LeBron would announce it. He wanted
of course
his
he would,
farewell tour.
right? But you also don't know, an injury or two might happen during the season, and he might get frustrated. Like how Kobe did. Kobe had that Achilles. He was like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping, knocking on wood, that doesn't happen. But we don't know. The fact of the matter is, this happened a year ago. You're bringing up LeBron's name again for what? Because he ain't talking about you. I ain't heard nobody. The point is, he trying to get the smoke off his ass from when he's talking about Jasmine Crockett and other people of color. That's what the problem that he's having.
You know what's funny about all of this, though? And after listening to everything, and I don't want to bring up or hatch anything old, but doesn't it sound like he was trying to put Jasmine Crockett in check for no apparent reason whatsoever? And there's no reason for him to even try to?
Yeah, he tried because she's the
but
most
for what?
visible.
That's what I'm saying. But not even because of anything. But why? If whatever she's doing is effective and it's working for her, why are you worried about how she's getting her message across? Why is that bothering you so much? Why does that bother
Considering
people so much?
that you come from a family of women. Your mom was a strong woman. God bless her soul. Your sisters and everything. And the format that you come from, you can identify what Jasmine Crockett's doing. But you're trying to condemn her or put a cap on her. You trying to be the mouthpiece for the white folks. What they've been trying to do is check her and put her in a place, which I'm like, you come from a family of strong black women. So the fact that you talking about what this woman's doing, which she ain't got no direct or indirect connection to you, is asinine.
So like I said, the more he opens his mouth, the more you be like, yeah, I don't really rock with this dude.
Yeah, because I don't even look at his show. I don't even look at his show no
this
more.
dude no more. Like that's just, the more he talks, the more you dislike him.
I'd rather look at the Pat McAfee show before I look at his shit.
His voice is
Aren't they on the same network?
Yeah, they is. And McAfee
come on right after.
Right after him. So when First Take come on, I play the game. And I wait till 12 o'clock come on, the Pat McAfee show, and I go listen. I look at his because his more entertaining.
Stephen A. Smith, Stephen A. Smith. You at it again, man. ESPN, he talks his shit, always has talked his shit. Boisterous, loud. That's what he does. He criticizes whoever's in his goddamn path. That's what he does. There's sometimes I agree with that, but man, you be walking that line, boy, of coon and righteous. You be right in the middle.
Stephen,
even though he had a segment a couple weeks ago, I ain't
first
like,
take is on.
Like a goofy.
They gotta find something, or it's done, because he can't be the.
He knows it. That's why he's doing all this talking.
He can't be the Molly, so they better find a.
Oh, they do. They name him.
Oh.
They name him. Snow Bunny. I forgot her name.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.